Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. So I picked this truck and logistics simulator game up a couple of weeks ago and I've played about 6 to 7 hours of it and thought I would do not so much a review but my thoughts and opinions on it and my hopes for the future. So what's it like? Well, let's get into it and find out. Yeah, hi everybody and welcome back to the channel as I said. So if you could please subscribe to the channel, it would be really appreciated. If you enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up and click that notification bell for more videos. It really does help the channel along and gets it out to more people, and share to your heart's content. So that's all that over with. Let's get on with this mini review, if you like, or like I say, it's more like my opinions on the game, really, to be honest. So yeah, I mean, in short, I'm quite enjoying the game overall. I think it's not a bad game at all. It's by a company called Simula Games. They're just a small dev team, and it's published by Aerosoft, which might have one or two of you quaking in your boots, I don't know, but to be honest, it's a fair old game. I'm quite enjoying it. So it's got over 30 unique vehicles with realistic interiors. You have a 28 square kilometre map to play with at the moment, hoping that there's going to be further maps in the future via DLC. You've got cross-platform multiplayer of up to 24 players, and you can escort convoys in co-op. You've got full day night cycle, hundreds of different challenging missions, realistic driving physics and damage system, vehicle customization, and random police traffic events and controls, etc. So just looking at one or two of the vehicles that you can get here, there are more than this. This is just a kind of basic selection. As I said, I've played about 6 or 7 hours of the game, so I can't really say it's a review. Like I was saying, it's more just my opinions up to now of what I think the game is like. But yeah, this is just a selection of the vehicles. So you start with a small van and you work your way up through what you might call a transit van and onto small trucks, and you work your way right up to the bigger lorries like the vehicle transporters and stuff like that. So I managed to get myself up to what you might call a transit van. As I said, there's not many licensed names in this game. They've got Scania or Scania and perhaps one or two others, but yeah, it's a lot of it is just their own made up kind of models. But what models there are actually quite good. I think they're quite nicely done, both the exterior and the exterior. As you can see here, I've customised mine. You can customise your paint job, so I've done mine in a kind of black and burnt orange, and I've tried to carry that onto the inside as well. So the top of the dashboard you can't do, at least in this particular vehicle anyway. It's the only vehicle I've tried at the moment, but you can certainly do the bottom half of the dashboard. And you can see I'm looking back there into the van. I noticed on the smaller van, if you look backwards, you kind of, the graphics kind of disappear weirdly, so that one's sorted out as a little glitch in the game. But obviously you're not driving looking backwards, so it's not much of a problem, to be honest. So you're looking ahead there at a caravan, so basically a camping site, and you've got the map here which shows you where you can go to pick up jobs. So these coloured donuts, these green and blue and yellow donuts, what I call donuts, they are places where you will go to pick up a job. And if you click on that particular little circle, it will come up with a red line for you to follow on the sat-nav, which is what we're about to do here. Now the game runs fairly smooth. As I said, it's on a PC at least, getting generally about 50 to 60 FPS, and in fact, if you look at the top of the screen, it tells you the FPS there, doesn't it? So as you can see there, it's staying around about 60. It sometimes drops a little bit below. Graphically, it's the graphics are nice overall. It is built on the Unity engine, so the problem there, as I'm sure many of you are aware, is this dreaded pop in and pop out type of problem that we get with the Unity engine. So you can see the vegetation on the right hand side is popping in a little bit as you're driving along, which is a little bit of a shame. But overall, graphically, as you can see from the city here, I'll stop just here and we take a little look at that city down there. It does look very nice indeed. I think they've done a good job, and this dev team, yeah, it's just a few guys working on this. It's not a massive dev team at all, and I think because of that particularly, they've done a very good job, and they're pushing this Unity engine to its limits, I would say, to be honest. So just driving down the road here, and as you can see, you can still see the pop-in though on the right-hand side, which is no fault of the devs. It's just the engine that it's built on. Roundabout-wise, I would say they need to sort of improve on those a little bit. They're all the same. They're all exactly the same, the roundabouts. There's no difference in them, from what I can see at least anyway. And they could just do with something being put in the middle of the roundabout to make them a little bit more interesting, a few bushes or a statue or a fountain or something like that, just to make it a little bit better. The trucks drive pretty smoothly from what ones I've tried. You can test drive the trucks, by the way, in the garage. You can take them out and you can put a trailer on them or what have you, just give them a test drive. But they all drive pretty much fine. A little bit sharp handling. I've had to turn the steering sensitivity right down. It's down at the minimum for me. I'm using a controller, by the way, not a steering wheel. But you can drive them pretty much okay. It's not bad at all. And just turning left here, you've got the indicators. Could do with, I tried to remap some of the buttons actually, but I made a total hash of it, if I'm honest. It needs to be a little bit of a simpler system. I don't like the indicators on the D-pad. I prefer to have the indicators on the shoulder pads. But it's like I said, I did try changing it, but it is quite awkward to change and to remap the buttons. So just having a look where the actual delivery place is. So you can load your stuff up onto the van, as you will see shortly when we actually get to the mission point. So you park yourself on it. It's a little bit like Eurotruck, this bit, where you find the floating icon and you park yourself over it, and it then pops in the route that you need to take after you've selected your mission. So there's various different missions here. And up to now, I'm getting pretty similar missions. It gets a little bit boring, I would say, if I'm going to be critical. A lot of the missions at this stage particularly are a little bit samey. But I've got to load some stuff up. I've got to load this forklift up here onto a trailer, and I'm going to deliver this forklift. So as you can see, you can actually drive the forklift. Now, you don't walk around in this game. It's just basically you press a button and you get teleported into whichever vehicle is necessary for the particular task you're doing. So obviously I want to drive the forklift onto the trailer, so you get teleported into that. Once it's driven onto the trailer, you get teleported into the van, and then you can drive your van and take it to wherever. Now, disappointingly, and this is something I'm hoping they can sort out in the future, whilst you can load stuff up at the start of the mission, when you get to your destination, you can't load your stuff. You can't unload your stuff. It just doesn't work like that. So I wish they could implement that. So that's a little criticism of the game. The AI, as you see here, is a bit of an issue. So you've got that little problem there. But yeah, overall, guys, I do like the game, and I think it really has got potential. I like to kind of think this is it going to be a Euro Truck for consoles? I don't think it's going to be that. It's got its own thing. It has got some stuff Euro Truck hasn't got, like the loading. I think the loading really adds to the game, and I think it does a real good job of that and implements it well. But I do wish that it could have some unloading at the end. So anyway, that's my thoughts and opinions on the game just for now. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll take care. Bye bye. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.